How are you today? Hopefully all of you are in good condition. Welcome back to my channel. We are going to discuss about inspection. Yes, it is only one word, inspection, but will give us so many impact if we do not perform with full integrity. How many of us understand the concept of inspection? Well, I worked for many years and involved with the inspection process. Honestly, not so many inspectors understand the concept of inspection. Not only that, sometimes customers also do not understand what the concept of inspection is. Before we start our topic, don't forget to support this channel with like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. If you already support my channel, I want to say thank you. Okay, without any further ado, let's start with our topic. There are 6 important things about inspection. Number 1, what is the definition of quality inspection? Number 2, why do we need to perform the rigging equipment inspection? Number 3, how often must rigging equipment be inspected? Next, number 4, what is the standard that will be used? Number 5, what is the scope of rigging equipment inspection? And number 6, who can inspect rigging equipment? Let's start with question number 1. What is the definition of quality inspection? A quality inspection involves with measuring, examining, testing, or gauging various characteristics of an equipment and comparing those results with specified requirements to determine whether there is a conformity to ensure integrity of equipment. Question number 2. Why do we need to perform the rigging equipment inspection? Well, we need to perform the rigging equipment inspection for quality control. Make sure your rigging equipment is up to OSHA and ASME standards. It's extremely important for not only keeping your workers safe, but also to make sure everything is in order if OSHA does come knocking on your door one day. Another question is, how often must rigging equipment be inspected? OSHA and ASME have a variety of standards that relate to the inspection and removal from service criteria for different types of rigging product. Number 1, initial inspection or prior to initial use. The best practice is to perform a visual inspection of all rigging equipment upon receiving it from the supplier. For hardware, hooks and slings, double-check the tagging or markings on the product to make sure that it is what you order and that the rack capacity meets all your project specification and lifting requirement. Number 2, frequent inspection or daily or prior to use. Designate a competent person to perform a daily or pre-shift hands-on inspection of hardware, slings, and all fastening and attachment for damage, defect, or deformities. The best practice is to perform a visual inspection of your rigging gear before any shift change or change in lifting application. Damage to rigging equipment can occur on one lift due to shock loads, sever angles, sharp or rough edges, or exposure to chemicals or heat. And last is periodic inspection, minimum every 12 months. You should be aware that OSHA and ASME require a documented periodic inspection of your lifting and rigging equipment every 12 months at a minimum, and monthly to quarterly inspection in more severe service condition based on the following criteria: frequency of use, severity of service condition, nature of lifts or load handling activities, and experience gained on the service life equipment used in similar circumstances. ASME provides the following guidelines for periodic inspection intervals: normal service for yearly, severe service for monthly to quarterly, and special service as recommended by a qualified person. Well, depending on the severity of the operating environment and frequency of use, your business may decide that more thorough or more frequent periodic inspection should occur. If your rigging gears is in constant use or used in a severity service environment, you may not be compliant with only one periodic inspection each year. Make sure that a competent person has reviewed your lifting and rigging program and can make a recommendation on how often a periodic inspection should be performed within a 12-month period. Examination should be carried out every 6 months for lifting equipment which carries people as dispose the highest safety risk. Lifting accessories should also be inspected every half a year as they can be fatal if damaged. Other types of standard lifting equipment can be inspected yearly if necessary. Some periodic inspection, like the inspection of slings, are required to be documented, and you are required to maintain a record of the most recent periodic inspection. Failure to maintain and retain inspection records is one of the most common issues we see that can prevent a company from reaching full OSHA or ASME compliance. What is the standard that will be used? Rigging equipment inspection standard according to ASME B30 series, OSHA 1926.251 rigging equipment for material handling, API RP2D offshore cranes, API Spec 2C offshore cranes, British Standard 7121 Code of Practice for Safe Use of Cranes. For detailed explanation about rigging equipment inspection standard, I will post into column description and also into my LinkedIn. Another question is, what is the scope of rigging equipment inspection? Number 1, verification document. Number 2, visual inspection for measuring the wear level and defect of equipment. Number 3, dimensional inspection. Number 4, non-destructive test to identify crack on the surface of equipment. Number 5, function test. Number 6, load test if necessary. Number 7, wire rope tester for wire rope. Number 8, rocking test of cranes. And number 9, bolting inspection. If required, disassembly of equipment to thoroughly inspect. And the last question is, who can inspect rigging equipment? A visual inspection shall be performed by the user or designated person each day before the rigging hardware is used. And a periodic inspection shall be performed by a competent person with valid certificate. A competent person is someone who has the right experience and knowledge to thoroughly understand what they are looking for. They should be able to spot any sign of weakness or damage that could be a potential hazard. This could be a member of your team with relevant knowledge or could be someone from another organization. Remember, if any defect or damage are found during the inspection, they should be reported immediately, so the person in charge can get this sorted as soon as possible for safety use. Hopefully, this information is useful for all of you. Please let me know if you have any questions or have any problem related to rigging equipment inspection in your workplace. For any questions, you can drop into the comment section. I'm happy to answer all of your questions. Thank you for watching and don't forget to support this channel. Many thank you to all of you. Have a nice day and see you for the next video.